Yo, yo, yo. Let me kind of clear up the static and shit. Boom. Uh oh, uh oh, uh oh, uh oh. All right, man. So basically, today, all right, before I start, I'm gonna go ahead and let this shit roll for a little bit with a little bit of music. Um, and plus, I try to get it to play through the jump, and it's not gonna play through it, so don't worry about it. I don't know why it won't pick up, but it's all right. It's cool. I'm not really worried about it too much. I'm really just here to talk right now. But I'm gonna run and go see something real quick. I'm gonna make sure my shit's good. Um, Send this link out, and we gonna get started here soon. Let me get right into the pod for the day, man. Late night. All right, the music go mute. That means I took the mic. I unplugged some things real quick. I'm moving something around. Try to make sure I got everything ready. Basically, we're gonna go a little hour, hour and a 10, something like that, and then we'll just pretty much move on from there. So, out on that real shit, real twat on that. All right, let me get some of this shit ready. All right, hold on. You get us a drink real quick. All right, let's get started here. I got everything ready, up and going. I'm fully prepared to go now. Let me set up this little fan real quick, bro, because motherfucker be getting hot sometimes. But you know what we start with? Um, I know it sounds like I'm a little far. I don't got the headset on right now. But you know what we start with first? We're gonna start with the fit check, of course. So here we go. Got the headset on now. Let's go ahead. What's going on? I hope y'all doing good right now. But we're gonna start with the fit check. All right, first. So basically, I just came from some class, basketball game. All right, so basically, this is from Ross. Basically, this is from college. You see it? Oh no, hold on. It matches the number to the white jersey that's up here. White jersey up here. You feel me? But we're gonna get right back in this thing real quick. And real quick, before I fully start, hey, shout out to Mercy. All right. Our staff, we all got these joints, and like it's like limited edition, like chocolate mousse, bro. If you can ever, hold on, try to make sure the glare is not there. If you can ever purchase this, bro, get this joint, bro. You get some good chocolate out of this joint. We'll go ahead and pause the music now. But there's a couple different types. You got dark chocolate, you got some white chocolate, and you got like nut chocolate, and then you got cocoa chocolate. I'm gonna try the cocoa chocolate real quick. I'm gonna do a little live review on the cocoa chocolate. So it's the cocoa chocolate right here. Got Mercy on it, you feel me? Sorry for the little glare. But yeah, you get two pieces. Usually you break it in half, eat it. It's alright. It's not bad. I don't like eating on mic, but it's like it's not bad. But like it's almost like a Kit Kat almost. It's like chocolate filled. But like you see that jump? Damn, this camera got some good ass quality to be honest with you. But yeah, like the chocolate mousse is in the middle. That's the only free advertising I'm giving out right now. So the water I'm drinking, I'm covering it up. No free advertisement over there. I got a couple sponsorships I can do, but I don't know which one to do yet. Most of them are mobile games. All right, so if you do play on your game, and you play games on your phone. Jesus, the mousse is like stuck in my tooth now. I probably should not eat that. But yeah, so basically, most of these sponsorships I have are mobile games, and if you do play mobile games, let me know, and I'll go ahead and round it up, and we'll start doing throw out sponsor codes, shit like that. So, all right, so let's uh let's jump right into it. All right, so I hope everybody had like a good little rest. Um, if you're from the East Coast right now, basically you got hit with heavy snow, and the snow, I mean, that jump came out of nowhere. Um, a lot of us didn't expect. Sorry, the fan's not really pushing air this way, but basically the snow really came out of nowhere. We didn't expect it can hit that hard. For us, the county I'm in, well, man, we were out for like about a whole week, and I mean it was chill, but it was like I kind of want to go back to work, man. I can't just sit here and stuff. So, and then we had a couple things go on the past couple days. All right, so Saturday and Sunday were big and heavy NFL divisional rounds. All right, so we're gonna talk about that real quick and figure out like who's moved on and if my predictions were right or wrong. So I think to start off with, we're gonna start with the 49ers. Okay, we're gonna start with the 49ers. Actually, no, let's save that for last. We're gonna start with Baltimore. Be more. All right. Maryland. Merlin. All right. We're gonna start with Baltimore. I am very surprised with Lamar Jackson's performance. I am glad that he has, succeeded so far already, and that he was able to come off a four touchdown game, and and he still seems like he got so much more to prove, and pretty much the MVP is his. He wins this next game. He beats Kansas City. Yes, Kansas City moved on. If he beats Kansas City, he is guaranteed MVP no matter what. But as of right now, I think he is still a little behind. All right, but he's not like a little behind, but he's still like up there with everybody else, and I believe he could still be overall MVP. That four touchdown performance very like improved his stats, improved his voting and everything like that. All right, there we go. So I mean I'm basically I'm all for it. I'm all for Lamar Jackson to have the MVP. I'm all with it. I'm all with it already. So I want him to win this championship, and I want him to go on to the Super Bowl at at the age that he is and what he's overcome. I mean, he was a running back, he was a wide receiver to some, and now he's proving it that he can. Oh shit. That he can prove that he can do more than just run with the ball. All right. There's a lot of teams out there that have quarterbacks in like Josh Allen. All right, that could just catch and run. All right, but we all know that started back then with Cam Newton and all them. So we all know that. Well, basically, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Baltimore and the Texans. All right, Ravens absolutely obliterated. All right, the Texans completely. C.J. Stroud, I'm sorry, you had no shot at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I had Baltimore by 10 or five more or something like that, over five. But I mean, I mean, Singletary barely did anything for the Texans. It was very sound defense from um, Baltimore, not Houston. Obviously, gonna give up 34 points, and it's just I mean they whooped them once already, and they came out here and whooped them again, point blank. I mean, did what they had to do. I'm surprised Baltimore by some of the performance. I know the defense is very sound. I mean, they're around great leaders. They have great leadership. They have all that and above. So I mean, I'm glad they actually are in the championship now, and they can actually show what they're worth and like make their draft picks actually count and matter. Um, but now here's the next game. We're gonna get right into Tampa Bay. All right, so Tampa Bay and the Detroit Lions. Okay, so basically, all right, so basically Detroit ended up winning. All right, 31 to 23 over Baker Mayfield's comeback of a season, bro. Comeback of a season. Baker Mayfield had one hell of a season, bouncing from team to team, taking the starting role, going out, getting a win in your starting role, and then taking Tampa Bay this far into the playoffs, just like, TB did, I mean, TB, Tom Brady did back in the day. But, I mean, Jared Goff, I mean, he had one hell of a performance. He had over 287 yards passing, two touchdowns, and then his rating was 103. All right, Baker Mayfield was just right under 100 rating with a 94.5. Um, but he threw, listen to this, He threw for 349 yards and three touchdowns, but sadly he did throw two interceptions that really, bumped his rating down and really messed up, the flow he was trying to get into. Behind that 349 yards throwing, Mike Evans, the future, you know, to be honest with you, the future Patriot, you feel me? The future Patriot, Mike Evans, go ahead, give us a call, man. We'll pick you up right now. We can get someone to throw you the ball. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But Mike Evans had eight receptions for 147 yards, and he scored the last touchdown for Tampa Bay. Um, a little iffy about going for two with 4 minutes left. I get it, like the point game, you're trying to go with the point game, but I feel like if you didn't go for two, I feel like the pride would have still been there, the energy still would have been there. Um, they didn't really need to end up going for two there. I would kick the extra point and just moved on with it, and then play great sound defense, three and out, get the ball back, get a chance to go. I believe they got another chance to go though. St. Brown on Detroit scored and had 77 yards receiving. He had 14 total targets with eight receptions. Mike Evans had eight receptions on only 12 targets. All right, so he's very proficient. And Detroit is don't sleep on them, man. They 12-5, 6-2 at home, and they're about to play the 49ers. All right, and that's the game we're gonna go look at next here. Let's go over here to the 49ers now. Let's look at their last game with the Packers. All right, so if you were to let's go play by play real quick. Let's look at the scoring summaries here. Look at this. So we're gonna just jump right into the drama. We're gonna jump right into it because I couldn't believe this actually happened. To be honest with you. So basically, the way this ended up having or ended up like ending was let's here we go. It's in the fourth quarter. San Francisco's down. All right. Um, but in the third quarter, Green Bay was up 21-14. All right, they went for two. All right, blah blah blah. Got there, and then Jake Moody kicks a field goal early in the fourth quarter. But then they do a 12 play drive for 69 yards and cap it off with a Christian McCaffrey 6 yard run for a touchdown to take the lead and eventually win the game. All right. They were playing, they were coming back. All right. They were catching up the entire time. All right. So they were playing the catch up game the entire time, and it really showed that they were. I had 49ers winning by 10 plus, I believe, or 11 or 15. I feel like they could have really smoked them out the show and like really got on with it and just moved on to the next game. But I mean, 49ers defense, man. I mean, they were struggling a little bit. But let's go over the box score real quick. You probably heard some of these numbers already. Jordan Love finished with 194 yards passing, two touchdowns, and a key interception. All right. And then he also, his quarterback rating was brought down to a 72 because the two touchdowns kind of are knocked off with the two interceptions. Brock Purdy, or Brock, no, I'm joking. Um, he was sacked once. Quarterback rating was higher with an 86.1. One touchdown pass, and that one touchdown pass was George Kittle. All right, every time he does the first down. Aaron Jones hold his ground. He had 18 carries on 108 yards. All right, as long as was 53. So basically half his yards were basically on just one carry. And then you got Christmas, Christian, Christmas, Christian McCaffrey, with 17 carries, 98 yards, two touchdowns, and his long was 39, and that one touchdown was key at the end. So basically, what's going on now? Buffalo, yeah. I don't know what to tell Buffalo. I'll be honest with you. Buffalo has really been struggling playoff wise, and I just don't understand. They need to overcome something, and it needs to happen soon. Just because, like, Buffalo could go downhill. All right, let's be honest. Stephon Diggs, he could end up leaving. All right, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care about his contract or whatever his contract or whatever's on it. I feel like he could end up leaving at any moment. Um, they're struggling not just in the wide receiver, but they're struggling all around. The GM, here it is. This is from the Bills 3 hours ago. The Bills still see Diggs as the number one wide receiver despite the little dip he had. All right. I'm going to see what they mean by this real quick. Let's see what they got here. After talking with General Manager Brandon Beane, said Tuesday. Steph, he's our number one receiver. I firmly believe that he's not wearing off or waving off of that. Jesus, I can't read tonight. Stephon Diggs, he is a threat deep ball wise. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You throw that shit deep. He might catch it. He might not, like the late fourth quarter and Kansas City Chief game. Um, Everybody's laughing at Buffalo. It's just it's not right, but it feels good as a Patriots fan. It feels good that you're not getting laughed at in the playoffs over something like that. Um, um, Josh Allen also said that he has faith in the Bills and will remain, and that window will remain open soon. All right, so he's hoping for the absolute best for them right now, and we'll see how that happens. It just it's a long road back to try to get back in the playoffs again. Try to get that groove going in the off season. You got to draft the right players. You got to train the right way. It's just I know what it feels like to lead or to not or leave the playoffs and then leave the playoffs and lose in the playoffs and feel like you left way too much out there. All right, I know what that feels like from a coaching perspective. I know what it feels like from a player perspective. I know all of that. All right, like you don't fully know what it feels like until you go through it. As a if you are a diehard fan, you know what it feels like. All right, like constantly going to the playoffs, ended up losing, boom, like you know what it feels like now. But it's hard to I think I don't know what it is. I think it's like 4 or 5 times now since 19. I think since Josh Allen's been in the playoffs, he's lost. I think 19 or 20, something like that. I think that's when it started. When he started making his run with the Bills, and it's been rough. It's been real rough for him, and I think they can overcome it. I really do think, because obviously it's gonna be look at the conference real quick. I believe it's always gonna be Bills or Miami one, and then New England and Jets. We're gonna fight for hope. That's what we're gonna fight for. We're just gonna fight for hope. All right, that extra game in the season not really helping us right now. We gotta draft the right players. Thus, we gotta draft the right players and get on track this season. And I feel like we can. Marvin Harris, maybe. Jake May, maybe. But I don't feel like we need a draft quarterback. I feel like we have a good enough quarterback. Mac Jones, he needs to go back to the fat him. All right. We need Frat Jones back. All right. Not Mac Jones. We need Frat Jones. Not kidding. We need Frat Jones back. That means Alabama. Nick Saban, Bill O'Brien might have been there once. I don't know, but I'll do some research on that to make sure. But I mean, we need Frat Jones back, man. I'm gonna say it until we see him again, unless we release him. But we need that version back. We need that version of that confidence. All right. And then wide receiver wise, I mean, we're putting it on the money every fucking time, and the people just dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And it's just so annoying. All right, it's just very annoying. Um, but we're not here to talk about that right now. Well, basically now, what's left in the playoffs? All right, what's left in the playoffs is, oh Jesus, where's it at? The conference championships that are being held. Baltimore is home against Kansas City. So it's Taylor Swift versus Lamar Jackson. Baltimore, I think 2.5. All right. I feel like Kansas City is going to have a good couple drives. That man Kelsey's going to have a couple catches. I feel like he can go off for another two touchdowns. So if you're betting with him, I think 1.5 over touchdowns will be fine. Since he did score twice in the last game, and that was his first time scoring since week 11. I mean, that's pretty crazy. But and then you got San Francisco with Detroit. All right, um, I'm gonna go with San Francisco. Actually, I think I'm about to go with Detroit on this one. I really want to see Detroit in the Super Bowl. I've told people around, I've told staff members, I want to see Detroit in the Super Bowl. Nobody wants to see him in the Super Bowl but the Detroit fans. But the comeback year they're having, the high that they're riding, they keep riding it, they're going to end up in the Super Bowl. And I feel like that could happen this year. And I feel like it should happen this year, without a doubt. They need to be in the Super Bowl. So these kickoff times, all right, so you got Baltimore at 3 p.m., all right, on Sunday. And then you got the 6:30 kickoff. And then, you got the little Pro Bowl stuff on January 31 through February 6th. And then you take 2 weeks off for Super Bowl. But that's basically it on the football side. Trying to figure out what else to talk. I have a list here. I gotta find it real quick. I had it somewhere. Let me see. I think I had like a document or something I written up. Man, I am really. Where the hell is it at? Can't find it now. It's whatever. But basically, what's going around in the world, man. I just hope y'all doing good, man. I'm doing straight. I'm doing all right now. I'm pretty calm, calm and collect. I'm on the way to get certified in many other things. I'm still coaching. I'm still doing all this. I'm still figuring out my ways around. Um, I really want to speak to y'all and really talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We're gonna talk about the Bill Belichick situation here in a minute, and you know, touch on that a little bit. Well, basically, I mean, with these scores and stuff, man, and this game and the season pretty much almost over already. You can technically say the season's almost over, pretty much is for most teams, and they got to start planning for next year and everything. Where's my thing at? I have a list of some things to say. I just gotta find it now. I just didn't even know where I put it. I might have accidentally deleted it, to be honest with you. Um, We're gonna play music real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pull up. I got if y'all want to watch the highlights, we can watch the highlights too. It doesn't really matter. I kind of want to watch the highlights, but not really at the same time. After watching all the games and stuff, I got so many things going on, man. I'm busy from 6 to like 10 every night. No breaks. In the process of trying to find a crib, you feel me? Like you just trying to do a lot at once. It takes a toll on you, but at the same time, it feels good at the end of it. All right. So like, if you ever overwork yourself, like you ever do too much, just know that on the back end, if you don't go burnt out, all right. So never burn out, meaning like don't go ever like phased out and end up um, getting too upset, getting too tired with certain things in life. I mean, there is a great accomplishment at the end of each road. All right, you need to stick with it, stay with it, do what you got to do. Where is this list, bro? I had a whole list. I'm not even joking, and it's really ticking me off because I have it. Now I gotta find it. I think it's on my phone somewhere, man. Um, See, I even said I put it in my notes, bro. Where did I put it? I don't even know. This is bad. This is really bad. This is bad planning. This is really, really bad. But I do have some. I did want to look at some things on the YouTube. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna figure out how to add it from here and here real quick. So we're gonna be on the BRB screen with a little bit of music playing in the background, and then we'll move on from there. Here we go. Hold on. Next song. Hey, all right, we're gonna go on Bleacher Report. All right, we're gonna check on Bill Belichick real quick. I wanna know what happens with this situation, man. I really do, because I don't want him to go somewhere where I don't feel like he's gonna be happy, and I don't think he will be happy as a Falcon. Like, I mean, he just won't. Bill Belichick getting hired by the Atlanta Falcons is far for a sure thing. It's far from a sure thing. Um, dined in with oh shit. The 71-year-old reportedly dined in with the team owner. He wants the desperately eight-time Super Bowl champion. The owner wants the eight-time Super Bowl champion, Bill Belichick. That's bad. So Adam, he reported on Twitter saying the Falcons owner, Jesus, has taken some big swings at other high-profit head coaches in the past. Blank once pursued but didn't land. He once pursued but didn't land. Now the Falcons have a head coach opening, and Bill Belichick is a free agent. So he's gonna try to do everything possible to try to get him. He's gonna try to throw out every single price point, everything, every incentive, everything. Like they want him so bad to a point where I feel like they'll give him the entire like team. All right, because where it's still listed as Bill Belichick is listed as the general manager of the Patriots still, regardless of going on all these visits and visits, pretty much try to figure out what the right place for him is. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he will. I mean, I think he's gonna ride it out. He's gonna do something else instead of that. But I want to look at the draft now. Let's see. Uh-oh. Will Rogers has withdrawn his name from the transfer portal and remain as a Washington Husky. Ooh. Uh-oh. What is going on? Where's the rumors? I need some rumors. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even know about this until now. So, NFL rumors. The USC's Cliff Kingsbury. I'm be honest with you. I can't understand. It's just how it is. Interviews for the Eagles' vacant OC job. He was a former head coach. All right, went to UFC to be the head coach down there, and he was the Arizona Cardinals for 4 seasons from 2019 to 2022. Made the playoffs just once and finished with a 28, 37, and 1 record. His Arizona team also lost in its only playoff game in a blowout fashion. Before he was an NFL head coach, he was a head coach at Texas Tech through 2013 through 2018. Well, Kyle Murray and Patrick Mahomes. He landed high profit jobs just because of his background and the the players he was able to coach. Harbaugh to LAC. Only a matter of time until the deal is final. All right, the buzz is going around. Jim Harbaugh is probably going to be a Charger. All right, he's going to be a Charger. They want Bill to be a Falcon. It's not going to happen. Sorry, I got to go back to that because that's just outright annoying. Let's see what else. What else we got here? There's not really much else here today. Um, let's see what's on this one now. Everybody doing all right? I hope you're doing all right, cause I'm doing all right for the most part. Let's see. What game is going on right now? What important game is going on a Tuesday night? To be honest with you, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I mean, it's just I don't even know who, what, and where. College basketball is definitely one. There's no late games today. Uh, that's a stinker. There's no late games. Oh, we got some early first quarter game or late first quarter games. There's a late game at 10:30. Boise State versus Fresno State. I'm not gonna be up for that, so forget about that. All right, let's transition into something other than football and Bill Belichick. All right, let's talk about where the hell is it at, man? I'm just all over right now. It's so bad. Am I posting this one? Probably not. I'm gonna have to record another one. Uh oh. It's just not. I mean, there's not much to hit on right now. You just got NFL. They're going into finishing up playoffs in the Super Bowl. Actually, hold on. Who the hell is playing in the Super Bowl? That's how out of date I am. Ever since Tom Brady left, bro, I haven't been able to really look into the Super Bowl. All right, Husher is to perform at the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. All right, that's good. Is he gonna be on that weird shit though? Is he gonna go in the stands and like dance in front of someone's woman and just like sing Confessions Part One and Two, and then try to take her back and do one, two, or three? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't think you know he should be allowed to. But anyways, y'all just let Usher do whatever he want. To be honest with you, he just embarrasses himself. No, I'm joking. He's a fucking legend. I think someone else is supposed to play at the halftime show, if I'm not right, or it's supposed, or the next one. I think Nickelback is the next one, or I saw something like that. Um, they dropped a whole little skit with Kim Kardashian and Usher for the Apple Music and Rock Nation. That's stupid. But he's doing halftime. Okay. What else is there going on for this? All right, so it's in LA or Las Vegas actually. Dang. I want to see how much a ticket is. No. Ticket packages. Let's see. Buy official packages, explore Super Bowl experience, just official. Let's see what happens. Kickoff Club, one, the Fitty. Um, are you fucking kidding me? All right, so they have a ticket package called the Kickoff Club. It is the unforgettable fan experience. You have the Super Bowl ticket, the inside Super Bowl experience, all exclusive tailgate, fair and open bar, large DJ, Jesus, live DJ, and interactive games. And that's a starting price at $8,500 per person. Excuse me. Other than that, it is all the other ones are sold out. I'm not joking. And there's one that you have to call in. You're gonna have to call for a price for a Super Bowl ticket. That's crazy. But then you got all this, man. Playmakers Club, Touchdown Club, the deck at the Touchdown Club, and Club 67. They're all sold out. I'm trying to figure out why. are tickets gone when you don't know exactly who's in the Super Bowl? But now that brings up the little mystery of NFL being script, and that's a whole rabbit hole by itself. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want another piece of chocolate, but I don't think it's script. I'll be honest with you. It sometimes isn't, but you never really know with how life goes anymore. It could be script, could not be. It might be, could not be. Don't really know. So that being said, we talked about divisional roundup. All right, we get it. Josh Allen and the Bills just out of it right now. They need to get back on that little high horse again. They can strive through the season, not like they did this year. They can strive through the season like the last couple of years and keep going and make a run this time or next year or whatever. But they didn't. It's whatever. Kansas City on top once again. It is so annoying. I was rooting for the Bills. Kansas City end up winning. We have to fucking see the camera pan to Taylor Swift once again. It is so annoying. It really is. Tired of seeing her. Taylor Swift. Kelsey. I just your type. It's your type, Kelsey. It's your type, man. It's your type. Okay, I get it. It's your type. But damn, bro, you need a life. Anyways, you got Detroit winning. Um, my number one team in the playoffs right now. I want them to go all the way. I want them to end up winning. I want that man to win Coach of the Year. I want every single accolade to go straight to fucking Detroit. They fucking deserve it. I don't care about nothing else other than Baltimore with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. He's doing fucking numbers. But now think, he starts bad, it's going to end bad. And that's where it's going to get tricky for not such a young quarterback, but a kind of a young quarterback in a way. He deserves the MVP. Not see, Detroit doesn't deserve every accolade. Baltimore deserves MVP rights to Lamar right now. Even though he needs to prove it. He needs to win this conference championship so he can hold it up. He's never satisfied with anything. Everybody knows that. He can do a lot of things that a lot of people can't do. All right. Then you got, what was the other one? 49ers and Green Bay. 49ers coming back in a wild, crazy way and ended up going on and winning and moving on to the divisional round, what they are in now. And it's pretty wild to be honest. Oh, what's up, Justin? What's up with you, my boy? How you doing? Long time no see. Appreciate you with the sub, my boy. I hope you're doing all right, my boy. This is what I look like, Justin. Just so you know, since we've been playing CarX a long time ago, this is what I look like. All right, but yeah, I mean, Baltimore. I mean, he deserves every or not Baltimore. Jesus, Lamar Jackson deserves every single outright MVP award. All right, he really does. It's just it's hard to say if they're gonna give it to him if he ends up losing the conference championship. So if he ends up losing the conference championship, I don't know how they would do that exactly. I feel like they would end up trying to figure out the right way. I hope they don't stub him at all. But I do feel like he's up there top two. He's more of a one right now, but he's still in that little gray area where he needs to prove his point and he needs to make sure he wins this next one. Because without a doubt, he loses. If he loses the Super Bowl, he will still get the MVP regardless, and I feel like he won't show up for that. I feel like he won't show up for that type of or that thing. the award ceremony. Uh oh. Just getting my setup going. We had a forest fire and I lost my house and all my stuff. Insurance has taken forever to. Oh my God. I know we haven't talked in a while, to be honest with you. It is crazy. What in the world? Hey man, I'm sorry. I hope you're doing all right. You didn't have to sub or anything, my boy. Like you didn't really have to, because like you saying you had a forest fire and all that's crazy. And I mean, that's just that's wild. Well, since the last time I've streamed, since the last time you seen me stream, I was in another place. Um, I'm in my new place, which is about to be my old place. I'm about to bounce around and settle down somewhere. So I hope you're doing all right. I hope you get everything back from insurance. I hope they don't stub you on anything else. That's pretty bad as it is already. Um, Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, I get that. That's cool. I'm glad you're just doing all right and you're not, there's not too much stress, man. Like I've already talked about, like I've been, I've been I've been going like crazy, man. Like I haven't had much break, but I feel like it's the best for me. Um, you get any snow over there up where you at? Speaking of car wrecks, they drop anything? I need to know. Or how's the winter up there exactly? Where's this thing at, man? But yeah, I don't. I really hope he doesn't get stubbed or anything. Oh, I get that. That makes sense. Oh, I just locked it up. But yeah, oh Jesus. All right, cool. I just can't make this shit fit in this little box and make it look good. It's whatever. I'm just gonna end up like minimizing this thing anyways. Oh. I'm probably gonna be back on CarX here soon. Those CarX live streams are gonna be coming back on the back end. I'll do the pod here, and then I'll do CarX on my off days and whenever I can. I'll stream FC24, which I can't wait to play again. Sadly, these controllers get stick drift like a mug, and it's so annoying to try to play a sports game with stick drift. Like it's so annoying, and it just bothers me so much. Um, but yeah, you can see like the damage. You see the damage that happens. You know, you get upset, and you throw it once or twice, and that's not why I got stick drift, but. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on CarX here soon. Yeah, it gets yeah. On my old one, my button gets sticky a little bit, but I really hope I gotta get a new controller though. Damn. Enough NFL talk. Um, I'm ready to talk about anything. Justin, you got anything you want to talk about? Any topics you want to talk about, and I can reach on? It can be sports, cars, car wrecks, games, anything like that is mainly my social point. I try to stay out of political stuff. I don't like all that. I stay in my own lane. I don't do anything like that. You got any topics you think you want to talk about? While I eat Mercy and chocolate, which is so good. Oh, it's a dark chocolate one, ain't it? Yeah, I made that face because this shit was like the jersey. All right, so this is pod number two. So basically, I talked about those jerseys on the back wall. Those are my college jerseys. Um, This is when I changed my number to. Hold on. Forget the dark one. All right, forget the dark one right now. The back one. All right, it's 98. It's the same number on my pants right now. Um, Let me just get up real quick. So it's basically 98. It's the same jersey I wore in college. They were able to give it to us. It's the same number on my pants, my game or my not my game pants, but like my travel pants. And I wore 98. I have the white one. There was a championship one, which my ring is somewhere. Won the championship in 2019. I mean, some slight, college days. I miss it. I wanted to play overseas and stuff, but I feel like my calling was to teach and to be a full time teacher and be a full time coach, a full time everything to these kids out here now because the sport is changing, it's evolving, it's becoming more. I just feel like the kids are becoming more like passive about it. They're not being so forward with it. Back when I graduated and when I went to college, you needed to work out, you needed to do this and that to get your scholarships, to get your work in, to do all this. And I feel like those kids now are not really doing all that. They buy in, but they don't buy in fully. They buy into a point where they're going to um they buy into the weight room, they buy into being around their teammates, but they don't buy in on the stuff that they have to do on their own. Like some kids come up to me, like I'm the strength coach, so they come up to me and they were like, "Yo, how can I do this? How can I do this? How can I put on weight here? How can I do this?" I'm like, "Yo, like I don't know what to tell you. All right, you need to do X, Y, and Z at home by yourself. That's reliable. You have to account for yourself. All right." So I mean, that's that, man. Like that's what 98 is represented to me because 98 to me was the first number they gave me first, and two, it was like, damn, I'm in the back. I'm in the back, and I had to prove myself. All right. When I wore 98, I played a decent amount first year, ended up starting later on the year, and then started the rest of my years, yeah, rest of my years, and working with a rotation with the great D lineman that we had. I could tell that you're a big sports guy, and I never ask any college player about sports. Oh well, yeah, I'm huge, huge, man. I know about lifting, nutrition, all of that. Like I've slimmed down because of different things, but just also I know how to take care of my body when I need to, and I try to tell these athletes to do so. And just this past season, I mean, knock on wood, we the season before we had terrible hamstring stuff, like hamstring injuries, like leg injuries, like people cramping constantly, and we focused on that this past season, and we actually improved. And I've seen like a handful, like 10, 15 kids actually transform their bodies, and that's great, man. And like now they're getting scholarships. I got one that got 7 offers, most of them, like are great schools to go to. But let me get off the fucking topic real quick. Let's go back to number 8. All right. Number 8. All right. The reason why I wanted number 8 was because of a player of ours. He was he was like he was everything, bro. Like he was the party. He was the energy. He was like he's just everything to the program that we had, and him coming from the background that he had and the family members that he had and growing up the way he grew up, like he was everything that what made us like the ultimate teammate. Like that was our thing, like being the ultimate teammate, being the ultimate eagle. It was like he was that regardless of where he was in the world. All right, I mean, he was a military man. He did his years, went out, flew out, and everything. And then I wanted 8 because of him, because that's what he represented. And then sadly, his passing came along, and he was too young. I mean, way too young. Um, some things happen in life for a reason, and this one I feel like it shouldn't have. A couple years back, it was an accident, and, Eventually, he passed away, and I wore that number for him, and me, another D lineman that was his roommate, and his roommate. We were all great friends. Like we all hang out together. We hang, go to the parties together. We'll do all this together. We'll do everything on campus together. And like that was our bro. Like that was sometimes that was our big bro. And that dude played safety, and we were D linemen, like 240, 250, 300 pounds, 6 foot something. You feel me? Like he was our big bro, even though he was a little bit smaller, but he was just quicker. He had a big voice. He had energy. He had all that. And I mean, he wore eight at our college for a reason. It was one plus seven equals eight, and his high school number was 17. So the one plus seven equals eight. You see that? It makes sense. And like we love him still to this day, and we still celebrate him every morning, every Friday morning, 6 a.m. There's a motivational thing that goes on for him. There's a banquet, there's scholarship offers behind him. Um, he's left a long trail. I haven't visited him in a while, but I'm gonna need to here now because that's the reason why I wore eight is because of him, and it was huge for me to wear eight. Okay, I think in practice, I don't even know to be honest with you, man. I wore 98, I wore 11, I wore one, I wore eight. I had a lot of practice jerseys. It's because D linemen we rip them up all the time. Like we would just go through jerseys left and right. They give the offensive linemen them big sloppy jerseys. And it's just so annoying. You get your hands caught up in there and everything. It is bad. Oh Jesus, where's my music? I need my music. Put a little music in the background while we talk. But yeah, I mean that's me. That's my sport world, man. I was a college athlete, man. I went through high school, um, had a couple prefer walk-ons, and I decided to go the lowest level and go D3 and end up, being a big turnout and changing my life and changing other people's lives right now. Remind me where that is again? Are you talking about if I'm right, you're talking about Canada, right? I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right. I think you're talking about Canada. If I'm right, I think I am right. I think you're talking about Canada. Yeah. East Coast. Okay. Newfoundland. Okay. Let's look that up. I'm just gonna look up Canada and then Newfoundland. Yeah. Newfoundland. You said East Coast. I just want to look on. I just want to see what it looks like on the map. Oh, I see. Okay. I understand that. I mean, you got well, I don't know how far it is, but Maine, United States and Maine. I mean, they got some decent football programs up there. Boston, Montreal. I mean, you can go there. Oh, I got you. Don't give away too much. This pod goes immediately uploaded to YouTube, so don't go too much. But yeah, I see what you're talking about, man. Football is great, man. I mean it's a good sport for a lot of people. at some posts, but soccer field, like they're using. Yeah, I mean, you can go. I mean, you can do anything. Like we talked about in my in one of my classes today. Like we talked about how most people, like European wise, and even though Canada's not really European, but in most areas, like everybody plays soccer growing up. Like you play soccer first. Like it's hard to believe, but most people try out soccer first, and it's like, and that's the first sport they go to before they start doing anything else. And it kind of went into our little topic in class, and we talked about, it's like a driver's ed class, so it's basically we're just talking about, you know, depth perception and looking and going where you're driving and stuff like that. And like most people, when they do crash, they look in a direction and they know where they're going. But if they're like focused on a pole out there, they're gonna end up hitting it because you're just gonna drift towards it because that's where your focal point is. But yeah, I really hope you do try out football. I would honestly, I would just look up NFL and then no, hold on, time out. We're gonna do this right now. Oh Jesus, wrong thing. Tavon Austin highlights. We're gonna live react to this. I'm not joking. You need to see. That's not the right one. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, you need to. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? All right, let me get this. I'm gonna copy and paste this thing over, and then we're gonna react to it real quick because this is something serious, man. This is some serious heat right here. If I can figure out how to, I can do this, man. I'm so tired of this. I can't wait to get my new PC, bro. All right, hold on. Oh, live react real quick. Good old Tavon Austin. Oh Jesus, my bad, my bad, my bad. All right, hold on. Let me go to this one, and then let me go to studio mode, and let's go to this jump. Let's go on here. I swear, Streamlabs is so much worse. I don't even know how to. It sucks sometimes, man. I don't need that much. Oh Jesus, I don't need that much. And then let's do this one. Let's do five also. That's fine. It's just I can't. You can't do much with Streamlabs, bro. Like I can't even skip this little video real quick. 6'2", 180. Yeah, cornerback build for sure. Cornerback build for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this, and then we're gonna live react to this. See if it turns right on. All right, so I don't even know what happened just now. To be honest with you, my shit just froze completely. Like that jump was done. My PC said too much. Tavon Austin's highlight was too much. Can't show it yet. Nah, man, it's not Twitch being Twitch. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm over here. I'm still on that same little setup that I had at the old place with the iMac and stuff like that. So I haven't been able to upgrade much because I've been saving up for classes and other stuff like that, and just ready to branch off. So I kind of like moved on from that, trying to buy a PC and buy a legit thing. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to link. That's the Tavon Austin video. You need to watch that before you do anything else football related. And I know college is expensive, bro. I'm glad I'm done with it. I'm so glad I'm done with it. But yeah, so like, go ahead, look at that video, bro. Like, Tavon Austin was that dude, bro. Um, but yeah, it's not much I want to talk about anymore. But I was trying to show you a Tavon Austin video. Obviously, it's not gonna happen. Um, I don't know. I can't do this. I can't do this, bro, because I can't even do a window capture. It's so annoying. I don't know. It's whatever right now. I'm gonna try to figure it out later on. But the pod is really just for me to get on here and talk and really just be out for y'all and be able to talk and really just do our normal thing and talk and go from there. Um, but yeah, I mean, basically overall, man, I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready for to bring I'm ready to bring guests on. Like I'm ready for that. Like I'm ready for all of that. I want to set up somehow where I can bring a guest on without this damn thing crashing. All right, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'm gonna figure that out here soon. Um, I'm trying to get something cheap, like a cheaper PC that I can get off of like I think it's called like shopgoodwill.com. It's cheap as fuck, but I mean, it's if it works, it works, and I'm all down with it and everything. I'm gonna try to go ahead and buy one of those PCs off there and go from there and see what happens. But basically, it is 10:10 over here, and I'm about to go ahead and log off and go ahead and eat for the night, and then get back up at 5 o'clock and get back to work until 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and just be active and be ready and be aware. I got like my other um, master and driver's ed classes courses that I need to complete. I got homework in that. I got a project in that. Man, it's just so much that you just don't stop learning, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people say forget college. I don't want to spend money on college. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Please try to attempt to expand your knowledge. You cannot live off the knowledge of this right here. All right. I try not to. I try to go on this instead. All right. And really make, matters the best and make everything the best way possible. Make sure I branch off and find different things. Just like, strength and body, teaching, driver's ed, fucking football in general. Like it's a lot of things that you could do, man. Please like I try to tip everybody that like go to college, man. Like go to college. Like I had a kid. Oh my God, bro. I'm not even joking about this, but I literally had one of my kids or one of my players pull up to me and be like, "Yo, like, um, what is it called? Are you have you ever thought about this or that? Have you ever thought about going military?" I was like, "Yeah, I have, but I'll be honest with you. I wanted an education. I wanted my degree now. Like, I'm not all about that. I don't want to. I don't. I mean, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with the military, bro. There's nothing at all. But it's just the fact that I want to be able to make sure. people know like I have a degree. Like this is what I have. All right, like this is what I have. This is what stick to my name. I'm never gonna be able to, you know, pull away from it. It's always gonna be with me. It's just stuff like that, man. And I like to show that off a lot because this is really who I am. So, yep, you got to be a student for life and learn constantly no matter what, if you're in school or not. It is totally true. All right. Um, Justin, I know you don't really know about a lot about football, but here's a couple things from this past season. I'm the D line coach for my school, and I'm also the strength coach. So basically, what happened this past season, we went 10-2, lost second round of playoffs, and my D line produced like crazy. I think I got one that's going to end up walking on somewhere. One is choosing education over football, which I'm okay with that. Like I'm really okay with that. Um, and then I have a sophomore that was outstanding, and he's going to be coming back this season, and he's going to be such a huge like um, build. Like he's going to be able to do like some crazy things, man. It's gonna be good. Like I have a good ass sophomore coming up. I have a good ass freshman that just now is like showing peaks of what he can do and everything like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this damn thing out. This is pissing me off. But yeah, I got a lot of players just want to show me what's up, and they're gonna be real good here soon. And stuff like that, man. Like it's just it's just how we are, man. That's just how our team is. We bounced back from going 6-6 last year to go 10-2 this year, and really like work on that a lot. And I'm glad that we are doing that. But yeah, 9-1 regular season, 1-1 in the playoffs. It's not bad. Um, Went undefeated in scrimmages. I lost four players this season, I think, or no, two players. Yeah, that's it. Started my own D line camp. Like I'm moving. Moving up on the thing, man. And I just want other people to do that too. I'm trying to change the culture of football in this area, and I want people to understand that because me and the me and the staff, like we have to, me and pretty much the head coach. All right, let's be honest. There's a certain point in time where there's a lot of teams out there that would be like, okay, cool, we want to play you, like we'll just sign up and whatever. But like, there's so much things behind that you have to learn, like, um, and I congratulate him every day, saying that taking me underneath his wing and making sure I know what to do whenever I need to be a head coach and or an AD or anything like that. Like I'm fine with either or. Like I'll do either or. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm full aware with all of that. I'm all with it. Yeah. I mean, I do absolutely. I'll do anything for my players no matter what. It's without a doubt. Sorry. But yeah, I would do anything for my players, man. And being, in the last like week or so, like we were out of school because of snow. Like literally, I'm not joking, bro. Like it was raining the other day and we had a 2 hour delay, and it was raining the other day, like with a little bit of sleet, and we had no school at all. I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm from up north. Like this shit's like easy, man. Like my school was in the mountains. Like my school was in the mountains where we actually look at the mountain, see the sheet of rain come over that mountain, and be like, this practice is about to get hectic. We're like, all right, that's about like 10 minutes or so out. Looked at it, looked back up, boom, just rain out of nowhere. We're playing, we're going straight on it. We're going team, everything, going right at it in the rain. Like that's the type of stuff I'm used to. Like it's just I don't know, different areas. I mean, different areas, different times, different ways they see things, and I get it. But yeah, I mean, overall, man, I feel like this is Justin. You turned around this pod a little bit. I appreciate you for one subbing to tier one and also being here. And I hope you get everything back. To be honest with you, I hope you get everything out. I'm so sorry you lost your house and everything else. Um, I hope it wasn't like too bad of a fire where there's a point where like you know I know you said you lost everything, but I hope you didn't lose absolutely everything. You feel me? In a certain way, like I don't know. I just hope you're doing all right mentally because I know that how bad that is and how it could end up being for someone. All right, like I mean, I'm not saying I'm not trying to compare myself, but I mean I've been to a spot where I had to find an apartment last second just out of nowhere just so I could work. I mean it's stuff that you had to do just to do it. So, but Justin, I appreciate you coming by, man, and everything like that. Yeah, and some things sadly I can unfortunately. That's good, man. I hope that stuff goes a lot better here in a little bit, man. And I feel like I should be able to move that thing over a little bit. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. As soon as this one gets done loading up to the Twitch, I'm gonna load it up to the Four Walls and Me podcast over on my YouTube, and is where I post videos also. I'll post it up over there, and just move on from there. I'll probably give you guys another update here either Sunday or next Wednesday. No, that's my final. Damn. We might do a. All right, so I think my parents. All right, so I got a couple things going on. So this weekend I got parents coming in, and I got to do a birthday. And let's see if I can do a pod. It probably will be like a live reaction or something like that with the divisional games. Like I'll have a scoreboard down at the bottom somewhere, and we'll just like talk through the games and stuff like that, and we'll see what happens. But if they're here the entire time, I probably won't be able to do a pod until next Wednesday or next Tuesday ish, something like that, or next Monday. But within that time, I'm gonna try to get a controller because this one sucks. I'm gonna try to play FIFA. Or it's not FIFA. It's not FIFA. All right, it's FC. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to play FC with this tonight and see how bad it is. You can see I already took the controllers or the batteries out because I'm kind of upset and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. But I'm gonna see what's up with it tonight, and we're gonna move on from there, man. I appreciate everybody that did stop by. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this up to YouTube right after this, so it'll be up there. It's raw, uncensored, no cut, no nothing. This is me. This is who I am. I love sports. I love to talk. I love to talk to other people. And I hope I can get some of y'all on here soon enough. Maybe a loved one, close one, something like that. Also to start with, and play like a little game with it and see what happens. Feel me? Do like a little game and then talk about some stuff and then go back and forth from there. Just so I can make it a little bit interesting. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in. The first 9 minutes we're kind of just chatting, going back and forth, finding music, sitting down, doing stuff like that. But I really do appreciate everybody that's come back. This is the Four Walls and Me episode 2, man. We did a little divisional round catch up. We caught up with Justin, man. I'm appreciated that you are still here, man. I'm glad you got out the house. I'm glad you weren't part of that house that went down. And I hope your new house is great, man. Um, I'll see you later. I'll see you next time. I hope I see you on CarX here soon. Obviously, the sim ain't going nowhere. All right, it's not going anywhere. It's just gonna be upgraded and updated. You feel me? Peace out. I love y'all. See it.